Namaste. Good afternoon and namaste, everyone. Welcome to Akshayam Learning Series number 69 by the Hindu Temple Society of North America. Thank you for joining this discussion on Ãšwija and Kãrtika months. My name is Divya Avanka, one of the members of Akshayam, which was established in the year of 2016. It is a team of Hindu young professionals of the Hindu Temple Society of North America. We volunteer at the temple to preserve the Hindu traditions and practices, engage in discussions, and aim to build legacy for future generations. Akshayam organizes the monthly discussions as part of the unique learning series. This is our 69th session, and I would like to invite today's guest speaker, Siva Ravi Vaidyanaat Sivachariar ji, the Director of Religious Affairs at the temple. Sivachariar ji, may I request you to render a prayer before we commence the session?
Namaste. Sadha Shiva Samarambham Sri Kantacharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vandhe Guru Paramparam Aneka Jyoti Shankasham Icha Jnana Kriyatmakam Sarva Shaktimayam Sangham Guhastram Samprabhuchayet Harihi Om. Thank you, Divya.
Thank you. Today's topic is the sixth among a multi-session on various climate-related seasons and the corresponding spiritual, philosophical, cultural, and festival relevance of jnana or knowledge. It prepares us to lead a successful life cycle and pride movements. We would contemplate it on a Hindu Vedic perspective. Our guest speaker would elaborately relieve the significance on the present climate season, fall or autumn season, or Sharad Ritu that are adapted by Hindu faith system, and how the natural elements such as earth, water, fire, air, space has to be respected, and also to protect all living entities, including animals, birds, plants, and trees. If viewers wish to seek more details on this subject, may post their questions in the comment section. We hope to gain added knowledge on ways and means of seeking the divine grace for a happy and peaceful living. If anyone misses this live session, are welcome to view it later at their leisure time through the temple's YouTube or Facebook page. Now, let us begin the session. Our first question to our guest speaker is, could you explain on how the climate seasons are revealed in our faith system?
Yeah. Thank you, Divya, for good introduction. The climatic season basically reminds us on the changes in the law of nature and its progress. As per the Hindu almanac or the religious calendar system, a full 1 year is divided into 6 seasons of 2 calendar month each. Each season is for a period of 2 months. And these 6 seasons over a period of 1 year are we all heard about Vasanta Ritu, which is the spring season, and Grishma Ritu, which is summer season, and Varsha Ritu, the monsoon or the rainy season, the Sharad Ritu, which is the current Ritu that, as you said, which is an autumn or fall season, and followed by Hemanta Ritu, which is pre-winter, and Sisira Ritu is the due time or the actual winter. So these are all the 6 seasons that have been revealed in our system. Of course, the current season, which is Sharad Ritu, is spread across 2 months, which is current month, which is Ãšwija, followed by Kãrtika month. So under our lunar calendar system. Whereas the same 2 months is referred in the solar calendar as Tula Masa, which is equivalent to Ãšwija, and Vrishchika Masa, which is equivalent to Kãrtika Masa. So that's about the climate season as referred into our religious system. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is, what are the recommendations of Sastras on observation of festivals or rituals during this Sharat Ritu season.
Yeah. See, there are a lot of events or vratas and festivals which are observed month on month. So let us concentrate. Of course, this Sharad Ritu, as I told you, since it constitutes 2 months in our calendar system, whether it is Ãšwija and Kãrtika or Tula and Vrishchika. So I will tell you one after the other. First, let us take the Ãšwija Masa. So this Ãšwija is referred by different groups among Hindus, like some people call it as Ãšwijam, some people call it as Ashwin or Ãšwayuja, or in South they call it as Aipasi. So these are all various names referred for the same Ãšwija month. And why this name, how this month got this name is because the star constellation, which is the Ashwini Nakshatra, which is seen very, very closer to the moon on the Purnima day, which is the full moon day under the lunar calendar system. So because of the Ashwini Nakshatra appears very close to the moon, the month takes the name of that Nakshatra, which is why it is called as Ãšwija. Similarly, okay, let us also look at what is the meaning of Ãšwija or Ashwin. See, Ashwini Nakshatra. Ashwini means the one who possesses a horse. See, in those days, if somebody is possessing a horse, it is referred to or attribute to the symbol of wealthiness or symbol of wealth. Whereas in the solar calendar system, the same month is referred as Tula Masa, because the sun during the same month it stays in the Tula Rashi, which is the solar calendar system or the zodiac sign, which is Libra. So the sun stays in this Libra or Tula Masa for a period of 1 month. So this month is called as Tula Masa in solar calendar system. Then, like Ashwini has got attributes to certain characteristic value, similarly Tula, why it is called as Tula? Tula means in Sanskrit it is a balance scale to measure. No, in olden days we used to, now today we have an electronic weighing scale. In those days we must have seen in court of law, no, a lady hiding the eyes with a balance scale in her hand. So the Tula refers to the balance scale or the weighing scale. We'll tell about why it is, because in this month, all across, if you refer to all the 12 months, in this month you will have both day and night used to be almost equal. Other period of the calendar months, no, the day and night will not be equal. Like if it is a 24 hours per day, 12 hours and 12 hours will be day and night in Tula Masa. Whereas in all other months, either sun is prevail for more time or moon prevails for more time, like that. So that is one of the reason this month is called as Tula, because both day and night are equal, almost equal. So that is why the name it takes as Tula. If you look at the Uttara Karna Agama, what Agama talks about this Ãšwija Masa in terms of what we have to observe in this month. So it says, Atavakshe Visheshena Anna Puja Vidim Shrunu Annadi Sarva Saubhagyam Raja Rashtra Apivriddhitam Tula Rasho Gato Bhano Tanmase Suklapakshake Parvayukta Samyuktam Ashwini Rikshame Baba, it says. So that means in the Ãšwija Masa or Masa, which is basically a season also changes, because we are entering into a season which is a fall season. So there is it also represents end of the agricultural period. So the produce from the farmers produce a lot of food, which is called as Anna. That is why Atavakshe Visheshena Anna Puja Vidim Shrano. So what was produced in their farm, that which is food products, which is popularly referred as Anna. Anna means food. Of course, Anna means some people refer only to rice, but not only rice. Anna means all food produce. So that fruit produce have to be offered to the Lord. The first food which is harvested is to be offered. So the whole month we have to keep offering all the producers. That is why there is a puja called as Anna Abhishekam is being done in this month. So that is one religious significance of this this particular verse in the Agama. The other one also, it talks about Tula Snana. Tula Snanam is Tula means this month. We have to do special bathing ritual, especially in rivers, sacred rivers. So people used to do like like Sthala Yatra and Vriksha Yatra. People also do Tirtha Yatra in this month. So they go to river after river after river and take bath in the sacred river. There is a commercial also behind this, as Agama says, because all the farmers who have produced goods, he has to go out to sell it, is it not? So he used this up. Most of the people resides near the water bodies. So the farmers take the food and he go and take bath in all sacred rivers, and he also meet a lot of business people on the near the water bodies, and it gives him an opportunity to sell all the products. So he becomes wealthier. So he produces and go also sell, and at the same time he also get the blessings of the divinity by taking dip in each of the things. That is why Tula Masa is also referred as a Tula Snana. Tula Snana means you have to go and take snana in various sacred rivers. So this is also observed in the whole month. And of course, the other popular festivals in lunar calendar of Ãšwija is Deepavali, and in the lunar calendar, it is Navratri is also observed in this month, or people call it as a Sharan Navratri because the Ritu name is Sharat Ritu. So it is also called as Sharan Navaratri. Okay, some people refer this as a Dasara. We know a lot of festivals surrounding the Devis during the Navaratri, which we have already dealt with. What is Navaratri? We already dealt. So this about thing, of course, from the first day of Ãšwija, the next 10 days is Navaratri celebration, and towards the end, when the Amavasya comes, Deepavali begins. That's about the Ãšwija Masa. Quickly, let me also take you to the Kãrtika Masa, which is the second month in this Sharad Ritu. Why again the name Kãrtika given to this particular month is because the star constellation or the nakshatra which will prevail closer to the moon is Kritika Nakshatra on the Purnima day. That is why Kãrtika Purnima day, the Kritika Nakshatra resides closer to the moon. So the name of the month is derived from that. So the name of the month is Kãrtika because of Kritika Nakshatra prevails in the sky in this month. So that is one reason. And what does Kritika mean? It refers to one who will be very brave or very vigorous or very active, or he will also be very inspiring with courage, lot of courage. So in fact, people born in this month, they give the name like a Kartikeya and such, or Skanda or Subramanya. These are all the name given to people born in this month because referring to the Kritika Nakshatra. Also, if you look at the month name in the solar calendar, in the solar calendar, Kartika Masa is referred as Vrishika Masa. Okay, so because the sun stays in Vrichika Rasi, which is Scorpio sign, for a period of about 30 days. So the solar month is called as Vrishika Masa. And what is the trait of this Vrishika Masa? It means somebody who is very good, intuition is very good, is very passionate, a very loyal person, and resilience, and it also connects with a lot of mysticism in this month. So there is one more thing which is very important in the month of Kãrtika. Like I said, in the whole of Tula Masa, it is day and nights are equal. That is why it is Tula. Whereas in Kṛtika or the Kartika Masa, in astronomical science, it is called as the star constellation is known as Pleiades or seventh star. We call it as Saptarishi Mandala, which is it is a major object 45 in science, it is said, and it is an open cluster which contains in the constellation of Taurus. Okay, we don't need to go in detail, but what is significance that is in the Kṛtika Masa or Kartika Masa is, in this month, the whole of this month, the entire sky will be lighted, or even our naked eye can see the night sky with lot of stars in it. We don't see that many stars in other months, but in the Kartika Masa, the whole sky will be delighting us with a lot of stars we can see with our naked eye. Of course, this happens once in the southern hemisphere side, once in the northern hemisphere side, but still the whole of Kartika Masa, that is why it is called as nature's Diwali, because there will be a lot of light, the stars, twinkling stars in the sky. And of course, there are a lot of astronomical studies, and Vedic studies are also pointing about this. So there are a lot of research being done by Vedic saints and sages also, and particularly in this Kartika Masa. And there are a lot of other cultural and other festival happens because of this 1 month full of nature's Diwali. We are celebrating Deepavali in this month. That is another reason. We will talk about that also a little later. And that is why there is a Kartika Deepam and other festive Uma Maheshwara Vrata are all observed in this month. I think I've taken more time. Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you. So question number 3, I know you mentioned about the observation of Deepavali, which is very significant in this period. Could you briefly let us know about it and also explain why is it called Diwali for the benefit of our viewers today?
Yeah. Very good question. Actually, the whole Kartika Masa is observed for Diwali, and whether people call as Deepavali, which is the Sanskrit name, and Diwali, I will explain. I think I have made a PowerPoint presentation on this. Let me see if I can share that. I think that will make more easier for people to understand. And can you load my PowerPoint? Okay. See, next slides. This is about significance of Diwali. So when I say it is a Deepavali or Diwali, it is the concept or the logic behind. I think the top one can be removed. Now we can see the whole screen. So the festival of lights is what, in general, it is referred for Deepavali. But there are a lot of other things involved in understanding Deepavali. Is basically it is to create an awareness of the inner light, the light within us. The other logic behind this is a dispel of spiritual darkness by also enriching with the inner lights. So by using the inner light, dispel the spiritual darkness. So it is also referred like, the victory of good over evil or light over darkness, and then homecoming of goodwill and faith. So the whole Deepavali is surrounding this principle. So with this principle, how Diwali is observed across the Kartika Masa, where we also have the nature's Deepavali. Okay, the whole sky is lighted with stars. Next. Of course, this Diwali is celebrated or observed by Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and this particular sect of Buddhist, especially Newar Buddhists, who are mostly in Nepal and Tibet and those areas, clustered in those areas. Next slide. So, as I told you, Diwali is not a one-day festival. It's ranging from 1 day to 5 days to 1 fortnight to 1 whole month. Even though, as I told you, the essence is same, the observation of Diwali based on the legend or the region to region, it has some variations. Communities, among them, there is some variations. Customs, there are some variations. Philosophical variations are also there, and based on the legends also, the Diwali is celebrated across the month. Okay, next. And why when I say across the month is because, as I told you, see the nature also. The night sky, the whole sky will be lit by lot of stars. Even the naked eye can see lot of stars, and it is good for astronomical scientists to do research about various things. In fact, we were also told about how to read the poles, how to view the pole star, the Saptarishi Mandala, or 7 stars, or all those stars can be viewed, which is a nature's gift to us as a nature's Deepavali for the whole month. Next slide. So if you look at the meaning, you also asked about Deepavali and Diwali, why there are different names. See, Deepavali is basically a Sanskrit name which has the 2 words in it, or 2 phrases, Deepa and Avali. So Avali means it's a row of lights, or array of light, or a range of lights. So whole cluster of lights. So the lamp or light or flame is known as Deepa. That is why it is Deepa plus Avali is Deepavali. Then why it is Diwali? It is a abbreviation from another phrase, which is Diya and Avali. So Deepa is the word used in Sanskrit, and in Hindi it is Diya. Diya is also a lamp or light or flame or illumination. Diya plus Avali, which should have been the abbreviation made as Diwali in short form. Okay, so that is why it is called as Diwali. Whether Deepavali or Diwali, it is better to use the source word, which is Deepavali, is a source from the Sanskrit. Okay, and the festival begins like this. Actually, the festival begins even ahead of Diwali days. Diwali day is basically the Amavasya day, like that. From there it begins. The Kartika month begins, where in the lunar calendar, whereas the Deepavali will start 3 days earlier. So that is why it starts on the 13th day, which is called as Trayodashi day. Trayodashi means 3 plus 10. Traya plus Dasha. 3 plus 10 is 13, which is under Krishna Paksha, or prior to Amavasya is the 13th day, which is called as Trayodashi day or a Pradosham day. On that day, there are 2 reasons for observing this Dhanteras or Dhanatrayodasi or Dhantrayodasi. So the name now has an abbreviation from goddess of physician, the Lord of physician, which is Dhanvantri, which is incarnation of Lord Vishnu, said to have emerged from the Samudra Manthan or the Milky Ocean on this particular day, which is the 13th day, and that is the ocean where the Devas and Asuras were looking for Amrita. They churned the ocean, and it is said that Dhanvantari carried this Amrita in a kalasha and brought up. So that is why on this particular day it is observed as a Dhanatrayodasi or Dhantrayodasi or Dhanteras in short in Hindi. Actually, in Sanskrit, it is Dhanatrayodasi or Dhan plus Trayodasi. Of course, people also, because this is anything related to wealth and prosperity, that day is very significant. So people also pray to Lord Mahalakshmi with all the wealthy goods. Like how Ayudha Puja is celebrated, on this day, they place all their precious metals and minerals and everything, or gems were offered to the Mahalakshmi, and then puja is being happening on this day. Next. So next day of Trayodasi is Chaturdasi day, the 14th day, Chaturdasi. Chatur means 4, Dasha means 10, 4 plus 10 is 14. That is why it is the 14th day, which is 1 day prior to Amavasya. That particular day is referred, like how Dhan Trayodasi, it is Naraka Chaturdasi. So the prefix is Naraka. Naraka means everyone know it is the hell, is one of the word derived for hell. So Lord Krishna is said to have defeated the demon Naraka Asura. So Naraka Asura was defeated on this day. That is another reason it is called as Naraka Chaturdasi. So Lord Krishna plays an important role in this. So those who are Krishna devotees will observe Naraka Chaturdasi on this day. So also there are some people who wanted to pray for the ancestors, for like how the before Navratri we have the the ancestors days are observed. Similarly, here on the Naraka Chaturdasi day, people light Yama Deepa. It is called as Yama Deepa. They like Moksha Deepa, Yama Deepa, to pray to the Lord of Death, which is Yama. So, and request the Lord Yama to not to punish or penalize the ancestors who are in front of them for hearing in the hell. So that is another observation on this day. 5 certain people. And then Naraka Chaturdasi is another important day to have, like the whole Ãšwija we do sacred bath. So on the Naraka Chaturdasi day also there is a special snana which is called as Tailabhyanga snana. Okay, Taila means it is nothing but the oil, the special oil which is used to take bath, like sesame oil, which is preheated. They mix certain ingredients into it and then do a whole body massage on that day. It is good to do it. Abhyanga means the whole body is massaged with Taila. Taila is oil, and do a snana. And then after that they take a dip in the river Ganges, and not only river Ganges, because the whole month of Ãšwija is they have to go to every holy river and take bath. So on this day they should take bath in rivers. So it is said that every river will have the energy of Ganga Mata. That is why that snana on that day is in Tula Snana. You can have bath in Kaveri or Krishna or Ganges or Yamuna and Godavari, in all river, that snana. Whereas on Diwali, on this Naraka Chaturdasi day, it is called as Ganga Snana. Any water you take bath, it is said that day it's called as Ganga Snana. So people always used to greet others. Did you had Ganga Snana today? They asked on this Naraka Chaturdasi day. Of course, they also won new clothes and enjoy with the fireworks, and also with the sweet dishes, exchange with sweet dishes like that. So those who observe it on Naraka Chaturdasi, based on this concept, will do it on the Naraka Chaturdasi day. There is also another sect of people who observe 21-day fasting, which start from the Navaratri. During Navaratri, we used to observe a day called as Durgashtami day. And from Durgashtami, if you calculate 21 days, it will be Naraka Chaturdasi day. So people have fasting for 21 days, beginning from Durgashtami day and end on Naraka Chaturdasi day. And then they pray to Lord Siva and Parvati. Okay. And then that Vrata is also called as Ketara Gauri Vrata. Okay. So that is one of the observation. Of course, there are various observations, Naraka Chaturdasi. That's why initially I said, no, there are different tradition, different reason to observe the Deepavali over a period of 1 year. So now let us see the next one. Of course, this is the Kedara Gauri fasting and Vrata. And next slide. So coming to the next day, which is called as after Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, it is the Amavasya day, which is the new moon day or no moon day. So people also observe this day as an important day during Diwali, Amavasya day. So it is said in as per the Valmiki Ramayana, it is still Lord Rama, after his 14 year of exile in the forest, he entered Ayodhya. So when he entered Ayodhya, the whole people in that Ayodhya celebrated and welcomed Rama by lighting lamps in all the houses, streets, and palace, everywhere. The whole Ayodhya was lighted with deepa. So which also happens to be when you light so many deepa, obviously it is called as Deepa Avali. So it is Deepavali. So people of Ayodhya celebrate Deepavali on this day because that is the day Lord Rama returned back to Ayodhya from his 14 years exile. Okay, that is another reason. Now, if you look at there is a legend which belong to the Kashmir. Okay, there also the text talks about Kartike Amayam Deepamala Varnanam. Okay, in Ayodhya it is for Rama, but in the Kashmir region, the whole Kashmir region is lighted with Deepamala Varnanam. Avarna means the whole Kashmir is lighted with lamp. For them also, the season ends and next season begins in that snowy season, in the snow place. Okay, so that is all. Similarly, the another works from the same place, which is Yakshatilaka Sambhu, he has written, and Somadeva Vasur, it says, which is also an ancient text which talks about after ending the Navaratri, the next 15 days, they clean up their houses and get ready and then light with deepas all over, which is another reason from that region. Those who are from that region will celebrate on this Amavasya day, the Deepavali. There is another works from the Vatsyayana which refers to the Deepavali as a Yaksharatri. Yaksharatri means the left out night of the whole year for them, because I told you, initially it is also a end of a cultivation. Okay, so the farmers, this is the last night for them, after which the new year begin for them. So the Amavasya is the last. That is why we call in the lunar calendar itself, it is called as Amanta. Anta means last. Ama means Amavasya. The month end with Amavasya. So Vatsyayana says it is Yaksharatri. That means the last bit of night of the whole year. The next day, on the Prathama day, the new year begins for them. So those who are the farmer community, after the harvest period is over, they complete. So this is the last day as per the Vatsyayana, who mentions about this. And he also referred this day. Normally, Amavasya is not treated as a good day for so many people. But he says it is a Shukaratri. It's a good day because they are ending a calendar year and they are going to begin a new year. That is why it is also Vatsyayana refers this as a Shukaratri. The next slide. Of course, the whole region of Kashmir or Ayodhya is lighted with lamps. This is to signify that. Next slide. So in Kashmir, also they light everywhere throughout the houses and streets and villages. Entire town is lighted. The whole mountain areas are lighted with lamps. And then the same Amavasya day, it continues. To certain community, they do Kubera Puja, because Kubera is been rewarded by Lord Shiva as one of his god. That is why we say Kubera Mula or Kubera direction, like 8 directions. One of the direction, like you have Indra, Agni, Yama, Niruti, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera and Ishana Mula. So Kubera is regarded as one of the important god of Lord Shiva in the around 8 directions around him. So that Kubera was made as a guardian for wealth by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva made Kubera as a guardian of wealth and all the materialistic, whatever he gives boon to people, it is delivered through Kubera. So of course the responsibility of creating wealth rests with Lord Lakshmi, but the distribution is done through Kubera. So that is why on this day, a puja which is done as Lakshmi Kubera Puja. Okay, so don't confuse with Lakshmi with Vishnu, Lakshmi, those things. This Lakshmi and Kubera, Lakshmi is the producer of wealth and distributor is Kubera. So people either approach Lord Shiva, Shiva will distribute the wealth through Kubera. Similarly, when you seek wealth from the Lakshmi, the blessing will be delivered through Kubera. So it is Lakshmi Kubera Puja is held on this Amavasya day. Okay, so that is another, and it also said in the various texts that Ãšwija Abhivriddhi will happen if you do a Lakshmi Kubera Puja on this Amavasya day, which is also treated as part of Diwali celebration. And like the Kaidara Gauri Vrata in Chaturdasi day, there are some group also observe this Kedara Gauri Vrata or Kedariswara Puja on Amavasya day. Okay, because if you look at the Chaturdasi day Vrata, it is part of the Ashtamaha Vrata, which is always observed only on Chaturdasi day. But some people also observe the Kedara Ishvara Vrata or Kedara Gauri Vrata. Next slide. On this Deepavali day. Then following this, we also next day is Prathama day. Like we saw Trayodasi, we saw Chaturdasi, and then we saw Amavasya. Next to Amavasya, it is Sukla Paksha. The first day after Amavasya, after Amantam, then the next day begin. That is why the next day is always called as a Prathama day. The first day after Amavasya, or the first day of the calendar month, which is actually the Kartik month, begins on this day only in the lunar calendar. Till Amavasya, it is Ãšwija Masa. Okay, that is why Deepavali, no, it will come in some calendar in the Ãšwija, Aipasi, but some calendar is Prathama. It depends on who's observe it in what based on what tradition. So on the first day of lunar calendar Kartika Masa, it is called as Prathama day. So it is also called as, like I said, Yaksharatri. The next day of Yaksharatri, the new year begin for the business community. The farmers, after the cultivation, after the harvest season is over, they begin a new year because they go and sell. No, I said Ganga Snana, Tula Snana. They go to all sacred river, have bath, and while doing so, they will also find new customers for them to sell the products. So they get more wealth. So they do puja to Lakshmi and Kubera puja, and then now they begin a new accounting year. For the business community, for the farmer community, they begin a new year. So that new year, actually this new year means new accounting year for them. It is not a new calendar year. It is a new accounting year, which is as per the guidance of Vikrama Samvatsara, which is why that day is called as Vikram Samvat. That means it is the Hindi always know it is abbreviated or abridged actually. More than abbreviation, they abridge a lot of words. Like how Deepavali has been shortened as Diwali, the Vikrama Samvatsara has been shortened as Vikram Samvat. Okay, so that is another reason I told you that Vatsyayana, referred as Deepavali, is the last day of that year Ãšwija, and Kartika first is the beginning of the new year. So the business community have to begin a new accounting year or financial year for the businessman. That is why they do a puja called Chopada Puja. Chopada means book puja. Book means financial book puja, or it is also called as Sharada Puja. Because when you say accounting book means immediately we get into Saraswati, which is Sarada. So they do Sarada Puja or a Diwali Chopada Puja, which is nothing but new accounting year book puja. Okay, and then that is one tradition or one custom. There is also, because on this particular day, first day of lunar calendar Kartika, there is another thing called as Bali Patima in another region. It is observed. Okay, so there is a lot of reason for celebrating. Of course, there is another Bali, Mahabali in one region. There is another Mahabali in another region, which they celebrate in the Shravana Masa. But another region, they observe the Mahabali who reached who touched the earth on this particular day in particular region. So that is also observed as Bali Patima on the first day. Okay, next slide. So another beginning of another big festival or event or Vrata is called as Skanda Sashti Vrata, which begin on the first day, which is Prathama day. So from the, of course, as per the solar calendar, the calendar continues as Tula Masa, because for them only on the after the when the sun enters the Vrishchika Rasi, only the next month begin. So here you are continuing the first day of the lunar moon day from Prathama, the next 6 days, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Sashti, the 6 days are observed as Skanda Sashti. Okay, Sashti means 6. Skanda means it is something to do with Lord Subramanya or Lord Kartikeya, because the Kartik month begins, no? So the Subramanya is also referred as Kartikeya. So the first 6 days in the Kartika lunar month is observed as Skanda Sashti Utsava for 6 days. So people fast for 6 days, and there are several Purana. Mahabharata talks about Skanda Sashti Utsava. The Skanda Purana also talk about the Skanda, how he was brought, and there are 6 sisters. All those things we will see. And there is also like how Naraka Asura, Lord Krishna win over the demon Naraka Asura. Similarly, on this event, Lord Subramanya or Kartikeya or Skanda is said to have win over the demons, which are called as Sura Padma, Tarakasura, or Simha Mukha, like that. There are 6 such asuras was won by Lord Subramanya. Similarly, in Navaratri, we used to observe like good goddess Durga, no, win over Mahishasura. Mahisha plus Asura, Mahishasura. So every festival is rounded with this event. So in this time, from the Kartika 1st to 6 days, is Sura Samhara program is being observed by to signify Lord Muruga or Subramanya win over. That is why you have a Shanmukha, the 6 Mukha of the thing. There is a different legend which talks about that. I will also tell you about that. And of course, Lord Muruga is also he is also known as a philosopher or also a Siddha Purusha. Next slide. And like this, keep going on. And I'm not touching upon month on month. It will take long time. So I'm jumping into only significant days of the whole month. So next comes after the 6th day, I'm jumping to 12th day, which is called as Dwadashi day. Dwa means 2, Dasha means 10. 2 plus 10 is 12. That is why it is Dwadashi day. On Dwadashi day, the day is observed. Again, here Lord Krishna plays an important role around this customs and observation. This is also spread over a 5 or 6 days program. Any program which is going more than 5 days, the event is always end with a Kalyanotsava. That is why you will see in all our Brahmotsavas, it will end with a Kalyanotsava. Like when it is a Shiva Brahmotsava, it will end with Siva Kalyanotsava. If it is Mahavishnu's Brahmotsava, it will end with Kalyanotsava. Similarly, Ganesha Brahmotsava, every Utsava which is extending beyond 5 days or 6 days, it has to end with a Kalyanotsava. Similarly, Diwali, you have to end the Utsava with a Kalyana Utsava. So a concept was introduced on Dwadashi, which is 12th day, because 10-day long festival, those who observe the 11th day and 12th day, they observe the Tulasi Vivaha. What is this Tulasi Vivaha observed on this day is the Tulasi is referred as a manifestation of Vrinda. Okay, that is why it's called as Vrindavan in one of the place in India, where it is the incarnation of Mahalakshmi in Vrinda, and then it is looked at in the manifestation of a Tulsi or holy basil, the Tulsi plant. And one of the manifestation or the avatar of Lord Mahavishnu is Lord Krishna. So there is a divine wedding called as Tulasi Vivaha, which is carried out on this day, on Dwadasi day, people call it as a Tulasi Vivaha or Tulsi Vivaha. Always in Hindi, they abridge it, shrink the word. So it is called as Tulsi Vivah. He observed on Dwadashi day. Next. So then after 12th day, I'm jumping to the fortnight, which is 15th day. After the Chaturdasi, Dwadasi, Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, then we already spoke about another Chaturdasi and Trayodasi. So now coming to the full moon day or the Purnima day in Kartika Masa. This day is called as Kartika Deepam day. Okay, because on the full moon day, where I already told you about the sloka, which says on this month, on the Purnima day, where it is the moon is visible fully. And similarly, we see a lot of stars delighting us in this month, along with moon. So together, the whole sky is lighted. So that is why this is called as Kartika Deepam is observed. Like how it is delighted on the sky, we do the same thing by ourselves by lighting all over the premises. Whether it's temple or at home or office or the whole city, everywhere the festival of light is observed on this day, which is called as Kartika Deepam day, which is also in Agama it talks about Kartika Deepavali. Okay, so there is a Deepa Puja done, there is a Agni Linga Puja done. See, when you have the whole sky is lighted with stars and moon, the full display of nature, from similarly on the earth, we light lamps. And this is also connected through Agni Linga Puja. Agni Linga means people also called Swargiya Bhavana. The light has to travel from the planet earth to the sky level. So they light a huge bonfire from the plain surface of the earth. It should the light should go. That's why the Swargiya Bhavana or Sokkapanai or Agni Linga Puja, a bonfire is lit on this day in all the cities and towns and temples you will find, which is known as Agni Linga Puja. Linga means always, it is straight like this. So similarly, the bonfire will be like going up to the sky level. So that's why they even light this kind of deepa on the top of a mountain. They call it as, Annamalai Deepam. They light deepa on the top of a mountain so that it reaches the sky and touches the stars and moons. It is Swargiya Bhavana, it is called as. So it has a lot of literature backup for this kind of observations. And like how Kedara Gauri Vrata is done on Amavasya day and Chaturdasi day, again on Purnima day, there is another puja or vrata which is observed. One of the Ashtamaha Vrata is called as Uma Maheshwara Vrata. There it is Ketara Ishwara. So Kedar Ishwara or Ketara Ishwara Puja. Here it is Uma Maheshwara Puja or Uma Maheshwara Vrata, which is done in on the Purnima day, on the Kartika Deepam day, which is again backed by Skanda Purana, gives you the full detail about it. And especially on this day, people light a lamp. In all other day, they light lamp using the clay lamp. Whereas on this day, next slide, you will see the lights are done using the sweetened dough. Okay, after they call it in other languages like maavilak. They will add, it will be sweet dish on which a lamp is lit, and there are a lot of the poha based sweets are also made on this particular day. Next slide. Then again, as I told in the beginning, the whole Kartika month, the sky is lighted. So that's why it is referred in the various legends, including Mahabharata or Skanda Purana or so many places. And even saints and sages have done a lot of research, and they revealed us on this day only by looking at the sky. They revealed us about the Saptarishi Mandala, and then the six sisters they saw. These six sisters who are called as like Shiva, Sambhuti, Preeti, Sannati, Anusuya, and Kshama. They were all given a star status along with the Saptarishi Mandala. The top two rishis are known as in the wedding ceremony. We always see Arundhati and Vasishta. They are the top two thing, and all other out of Sapta Rishi, 7 rishis. Sapta means 7 rishis. The the out of top 2, the rest 6. No, it is these people who are there. They only brought up Skanda and 6 people. That is why in the Skanda Purana, which talks about the how Lord Krishna born through in the river, they found out similar as a small boy. Similarly, the Skanda is also found by these 6 sisters. That's why they are also called as Kartigai sisters or Kritika sisters. There are 6 sisters brought up this Skanda, and that is one of the reason all the 6 merged together becomes Shanmukha. So the whole month is also referred as Kartikeya. It is nothing but the same. Kartika, Skanda, Subramanya, all refer to the same manifestation of the Lord. Next. So these are all the 6 sisters who brought Skanda or Kartikeya, or 6 sisters, which are they are all. This is the name of 6 sisters. Together is called as Kritikas. That is why in the sky, one of the star called as Kritika Nakshatra consists of 6 sisters. It's called as, like Saptarishi Mandala, you have 6 sisters combined together. Next. So Agama gives you a lot of reference. I think if I go through this, it will take time. Already I have taken more time. Say only one line, Kamika Agama I'll read, like you say, Deepavalim Pravakshami Shrunudhvam Santamah Masetu Kartike Yatu Nakshatre Kritika Kvaye Purnayam Vata Tat Yoge Sarva Kama Prasiddhaye Ravi Astamaye Vela. Ravi means Ravi Astamaya. Ravi Astamaya Samaya. That means sunset time. Once the sun set, Ravi Astamaya Velayam Deepa Rohana Macharet. So once the sun is setting, please light Deepa in your house. Not just one day on the Deepavali day, for the whole month of Kartika. That is why the month itself called as Kartika month. Kartika Deepa, Deepavali, Diwali, all surrounding into things. So it is not just 1 month, so one day. This Kamikagama says it is 1 full month. Every day on the month, when the sun is setting, please light the lamp in your house. Either 1 lamp, 3 lamp, 5, 11, whole house, you should light lamp. Similarly, the other agamas gives you the thing. I think next. I think with this, let me complete. I'll go to, can you just go to the next slide? So how, right from kids to everyone should be encouraged to light lamps in this month, so that let them understand about the Deepavali, not just one day event, it is whole month. Like they should be shown the sky, how the whole sky is delighting us with on other days you need a telescope to see this many stars. But in the Kartika months, it will the whole sky will delight us with the natural Deepavali. Let us also teach this to our kids by lighting lot of lamps at home all through Kartika Masa, which can also be called as a Deepavali Masa. Thank you, Divya. I think
Thank you. So it is so nice to hear about the significance of Deepavali and the associated events and throughout the entire month. We have a question from one of the viewers. I would like to ask that here. One of the YouTube viewers has asked, so Deepavali is also celebrated victory of both for Sri Rama and Sri Krishna?
Yes. Because if you look at Naraka Chaturdasi, the story or legend behind Naraka Chaturdasi is Krishna defeating Narakasura. So, and then the Narakasura, he prayed to Lord Krishna after he was killed by Vinor by Krishna. He asked for a boon from Krishna, saying that let people don't suffer henceforth, because Lord Krishna defeated Narakasura. So Narakasura wanted a boon, that he wanted everybody to celebrate this day by lighting lamps. So that is why on Deepavali day, Lord Krishna is also remembered on this day. Similarly, on the Tulsi Vivah, the Tulsi Vivah is also observed in the Vrindavan, because where Vrinda means it is Tulsi. So the whole place, it's called as Vrindavan. The whole place is the Tulsi forest, where Lord Krishna, who is a manifestation of Lord Vishnu, said to have united with Tulsi. So that is why Tulsi Vivah is also observed. So Deepavali also have something surrounding to Lord Krishna. Similarly, Lord Rama, because Rama returned back to his kingdom after 14 years exile. Not only that, similarly, I said like Siva in the Kartika Deepam, and the Kubera, who is the guardian of Siva, and again Lakshmi, who is the creator of wealth, distributing through Kubera. So, and again Krishna, manifestation of Lord Vishnu. So, in Deepavali, not just Rama and Krishna, all the Devatas. Similarly, Shanmukha, Subramanya, Skanda. everyone have something to do with Diwali.
Mhm.
It is not just Rama or Krishna, it is all divinity. Whole light, the whole sky is displaying us, is showcasing with stars. So we'll also showcase all the deities throughout the month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other
Thank
question?
you. I think that's all we have the
Okay.
questions from online today.
Okay.
I would like to thank our speaker, Sivachari Ravi Vaidyanaat Sivachariar, and also our participants and viewers for today. Just another question that just came in. I want to ask that one too from online. Isn't Dantreas god of Ayurveda?
You are right. Exactly. That way I said, no, Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is the divinity which emerged from the Milky Ocean with a golden pot in his hand, which is called as Amrita Kalasha, where he is carrying the Amrita, and he is also the god of medicine. I said, no, he's a god of physician, I said. When I say physician, means obviously it's something to do with medicine, something to do with welfare of people, something to do is relieving us from the pain and difficulties and all those things. So same Dhanvantari, the goddess of physician, or god of Ayurveda. You're right. Same.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions
Okay.
online right now. I'd like to thank everyone, the speaker, and all the participants. It was a very informative session on Ãšwija and Kãrtika months. And I would like to make some few announcements on behalf of Hindu Temple Society of North America on the upcoming events. Tomorrow, October 20th, we have the Breast Cancer Walk. We're partnering with American Cancer Society. For more details, please visit our temple website. Our upcoming temple events, Deepavali celebrations and Mahalakshmi Mahotsavam, which begins on Tuesday, October 29th. It will end on Saturday, November 2nd. And next we have Dantreas and Dantrayodasi is on Tuesday, October 29th. And Naraka Chaturthasi is on Wednesday, October 30th. And Deepavali Day, Kedarashvara Vratam, Lakshmi Kubera Puja is on Thursday, October 31st. Govardhan Anakut on Friday and Saturday, November 1st and November 2nd. And we have Vikram Samatsara and Sarada Puja is on Saturday, November 2nd. Our Skanda Sashti Mahotsavam will be observed on Saturday, November 2nd through Friday, November 8th. Also, lastly, we have our Akshayam is also having a temple garden community event. We're prepping for winter on October 27th. Please reach out to any Akshayam members for more details on the upcoming events. Temple has also resumed the in-person class sessions to learn the Carnatic music, Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Sanskrit for beginners for adults, apart from yoga and meditation. So any interested devotees may register and join these classes as per their interest on our website, also at our front desk. Thank you. Stay tuned for more upcoming learning series. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. Thank you.